bro, that was over before the bus, and it was funny in our group chat. As soon as that pick six happened, just a bunch of texts. Ball game
Ball
over.
game, ball game.
Ball game, ball game, ball game, ball game. And then Oregon went on that drive. But even on that drive, impressive, very impressive. But I think I texted, or I may have texted to you privately. It still felt like I was like, man, it feels like Oregon's having to it's taking everything they have to get this drive going all the way to touchdown. And then Indiana gets the ball back, and it was just so effortless.
Yeah.
Like it was just a boom, 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 boom score. And I mean, Oregon's 3 first half turnovers led to 21 points for Indiana, and you just cannot do that against this team. We talked about it. This Indiana team reminds us of those Nick Saban teams back in the day. You make a mistake and you're screwed. You got to play. This is the part that makes them remind me of Alabama, Saban older days. When you played Alabama with Nick Saban, you had to play perfect football.
Yeah.
You had to have them make the mistakes. You had to have them cough up the ball. And the same thing with Indiana. You cannot. People go, oh, well, if you take those 3 turnovers, well, that's your fault. Like Indiana, you can't do that against Indiana. You do that against Indiana, it's over.
Let me say this, because I've been thinking a lot about this, and look, I said this in the Bama game, like, oh, we threw the pick, had the fumble. Yes, where we want to say as fans, that's your fault. You can't do that against Indiana. That's what good teams do to you, though. They make you play so tight and so perfect that you almost try to get too cute and you forget to do the little things. And that's when the fumbles happen and the stupid pick six. I mean, to start the game, like it's because that's characteristic for Oregon, and that's why, because of the way Indiana plays, you have to be so perfect that I think that's what causes some of those uncharacteristic turnovers.
Yeah, that was great. But I literally just wrote down, clip that. Austin, that was a great point. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, man, they just God, Mendoza. Oh, Pops text me. I had to ask Pops. Pops said this on his show. Let me pull it up. Let's see, where is it at? Oh my goodness, this is horrible for the show. Yeah. Mendoza had more touchdowns than incompletions.
He's had more touchdowns than incompletions in the last 2 games.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
I read that somewhere yesterday and I went and checked it. It
Wow.
was right. I don't remember the number,
Yeah.
but man, he, Indiana, it's hard to talk about
It's
them
hard.
because
It's hard, dude. It is so hard. This is mind blowing.
Mendoza only threw the ball 20 times.
Yeah.
He only threw for 177 yards.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they are so efficient.
Yeah.
Efficiency is the word to describe their offense. Like there's just no wasted movement. Mendoza puts the ball where, I mean, they run the ball well. Mendoza puts the ball where it only they can catch it, and their receivers and tight ends do a great job of catching the football.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think if you watch some of those catches that can look routine, but there's a lot. I mean, just how they catch the
Yeah.
ball, and Pops will probably talk more about this than I can, but you can just tell they catch it at that high point,
Mm-hmm.
where nobody else can get it. But they're just efficient, man.
Yeah, they're efficient. They're aggressive on defense. They swarm to the ball. They're effing wagon. Like I don't know other way to explain it. And my SEC mind / recruiting matters mind can't comprehend this. And I want to say I'm not going to overreact like most people are doing. I still lean towards recruiting matters. I still lean having highly ranked classes matter. I'm not going to let one example that may end up being the rare exception to the rule sway what I've known in college football forever. Now, when we get more data and we see how this keeps going and progressing, then I will certainly be open to changing my mind. And I don't know. But my brain can't comprehend. I mean, look, they should be dominant. They're all 30-year-olds. They're damn professionals. I don't think that's true. That's a Twitter thing that's been going on now that apparently all these guys are like the BYU players and went on 2-year missions or something and have wives and children. I mean, yeah, they're experienced college football players, but you know, this is not 1 + 1 = 2, Chris. Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. They are they're fun to watch.
they are. They are, to me, they are like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if people know what I mean when I say it. They're football.
Right.
Like, this is just football. Like, this is
I,
football.
this is hard to say without sounding, but it's not, because we said it all season. There wasn't a team outside of Indiana who emerged as that, but there was not a team this year that just felt dominant.
Yeah.
And I wish we had one more team to go up against this Indiana team
Yeah.
that was at their level. There's nobody else in the country that's on their level. Now,
Mm-mm.
look, there's a reason we play the game, so I'm not saying Miami doesn't have a shot next Monday.
They have no shot.
I mean, I'm not saying it, but
He's an Ole Miss fan.
yeah. The way Indiana's playing right now, they beat there's not a team in the country. They remind me, I don't, if anybody's our age, remember back in wrestling, remember when Bill Goldberg came out as a
Yeah.
wrestler and he wins like 150 straight matches, and his slogan comes, "Who's next?" Like,
Yes.
and they were just beatdowns. That would be Indiana this year. It wouldn't matter if all 130 something teams were in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't think Indiana loses a game.
No. This is our guy Snacks like really hard disagree with me, and I get it. LSU fans do not like this conversation, and I understand why. But I do think you could talk about comparing them to 2019 LSU.
Well, here's where I'm gonna play. Yeah, here's the difference though. All of those teams, or the first three in that list, had some dogs. Like, you want to talk about talent? This Indiana team, it's hard to judge it because, look, Mendoza's played great, but as I said, the dude had 177 yards passing in a game that everybody's just wowed at how he played. They are just efficient as a football team. You want to talk about team? I think Indiana's the best team out of all of those. Now, do I think their offense is better than that 2019 offense? No. Do I think their defense as a whole is better than that 21 Georgia defense? No. But I think as a team, they may be the best one there.
I'm trying to pull it up. Somebody did and I wasn't fast enough before you got finished talking. So I was not able to pull it up. But I thought I seen a mock draft on ESPN, and I don't think I remember seeing at least first round, because they only do first round mock drafts this early on.
Yeah.
But I don't think I remember seeing many Indiana players in the first round other than Mendoza.
Can you name another Indiana player without looking it up besides Mendoza?
I can't. I have a football card because you know I collect football cards.
Mm-hmm.
I have one of an Indiana running back, and I can't even remember his damn name. And he's on the team.
Same like that, and that's what I mean.
Yeah, I just Snacks is upset with you right now. I get it. Look, LSU fans don't like, and I get it. Look, but Jamal asked me. I jumped on their show last night, or Jamal and me both were a guest on a show last night, and I jumped on halfway through, and Jamal asked a great question to me about the comparison to 2025 Indiana, and I believe it was the 21 UGA team. And I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like the question because it was a great question, but I didn't want to answer that because I don't want to think about that. I'm like, there's nobody that's going to surpass 2021 UGA in my head. I'm a UGA fan. I mean, that whole defense played on is basically the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm watching the Eagles right now,
I
and
was
it's all
gonna say,
Georgia players. Yeah, I
they
mean,
just get. Is that why they just gave up a late touchdown in the fourth quarter?
I mean, fair. But yeah,
49ers
I
didn't put.
get.
Oh,
Or go ahead.
I was gonna say 49ers didn't put in a backup quarterback, did they?
No,
Because
and
that's
it's
how you
not
beat.
second
That's
and
how you beat.
26.
That's how you beat that defense.
Oh Lord, yeah, but like when he asked me, so I get it, LSU fans. I mean, they don't, and honestly, I don't know who I think. I do think Indiana. There's a discussion to be had, and I think everything you said was great, and I agreed with. I think this team's a damn wagon, man. Our guy Joseph, go to hell, LSU. I love Ole Miss fans. We're not even talking like this, dude. God, I cannot wait for that damn game.
I can't.
You
I'm
hear me?
telling you, we are going to Oxford.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait because I'll be on TikTok live and we won't even be discussing neither one of those teams and just have drive-by comments like F LSU, F Ole Miss, and I'm like, Jesus, guys,
Yeah,
calm down.
it's gonna be
It's
great.
like the Crips and the Bloods right now. Like they're just like God.
Speaking of that, thoughts
Wait,
on
speaking of Crips and Bloods,
no. Speaking of Ole Miss, while we're there, and I mean we're kind of just
yep.
talking for a second. Do you see Deuce Knight went to Ole Miss?
Deuce Knight. Yeah, I did.
From
Great
Auburn.
pickup.
Yeah, I
I think
think
that's a
that
great
was.
pickup.
I mean, I'm assuming they're just preparing because it sounds
Yeah.
like they may not have Chambliss.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. No, I
I
thought
don't
it was a
know.
great pickup. I think
Yeah.
we talked about it on TikTok Live. Somebody asked me the question, who was my favorite SEC transfer portal class? And I said, if I can't pick Texas, because I think that would be the obvious, I would go Ole Miss. Actually, Ole Miss is the top ranked SEC team in the transfer portal rankings, I believe. But yeah, they've absolutely killed it. They have in the portal, and I love the the Deuce Knight. I mean, portal edition because I'm super high on him. Just to spin it back to the Oregon thing. I did want to ask you this. Oh, actually, let me ask you this because I asked Pops this, and I gave an opinion first, so I'm not going to say much on this because I've already clipped it and put it on Twitter, and it's blown up, 1,000 views, freaking 28 comments, 40 likes. So hey, we're in the business of generating content, and So hey, that video did wonders for us, and let's do it again. So let's get Austin's opinion. Curt Cignetti. We're gonna do our coaches ranking here in a couple of weeks, month maybe. Is he the best coach in college football? Is he better than Kirby, or is he number one over Kirby Smart? I wouldn't say better, but is he the number one ranked head coach right now, or after he wins the Natty?
I think he may be it before he wins the Natty.
I agree.
And let me tell you why. You know, I've told this story before, and if you've read any books by Nick Saban or about Nick Saban, you know this. But you know, when Nick Saban got hired at Alabama, he was on the plane flying to Tuscaloosa from Miami with our I just went blank. With our athletic director,
Yeah,
sorry,
athletic director.
with I kept trying to say OC with our AD, and our AD says to Nick Saban, he says, "Coach, did I just hire the best coach in the country?" And he said, "No, but you just hired the best recruiter in the country." Um, and I say that to say that that is the same model that Kirby Smart has followed, and I think Kirby Smart's a hell of a recruiter. Now, he's a great coach. Nick Saban was a great coach, but when you're coaching 5 stars all day, it's easier to be a great coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
What Cignetti has done with the
Unprecedented.
talent that he has, he's dominating these same coaches
Mm-hmm. Yep.
that are coaching with the 5 stars.
Could have said the same thing about Dan Lannon.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. No, absolutely. I mean, once, and it will happen. Dan Lanning will win a national championship.
oh yeah, I agree.
Once that happens, he gets in this He's still mad.
He's still mad. I love it
Um,
though.
yeah, I love it. I love the energy. But no, Dan Lanning will be in this conversation.
Yeah.
I hate that we've talked about this before, base a national championship off of what makes you a great coach.
Oh my
But
God.
unfortunately, that sometimes that's it, right? But
It is. I had that
no,
argument on TikTok today, and I don't feel like getting into it now. But yeah, it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
yeah,
The Oregon
um,
fans people are pissed at Dan Lanning right now. Now, I will say this, Austin.
I'm sure.
I'm probably going to peg Dan Lanning down a couple of notches on our list, not because I think he sucks or because I don't think he's ever going to win. But listen, you've now gotten booty blasted twice in the playoffs. I mean, you've gotten belt to ass twice. This isn't,
Yeah.
if you lost by 3 by a touchdown, you're getting your ass kicked 2 years in a row. You're going to get knocked down a peg.
To be fair, the team they lost to both years went on historic type runs and whooped everybody's ass they played in the playoffs. So,
Yeah.
might be something to consider. But no, I'm with you. Two years in a row, that makes it a pattern.
You're not after what he has done. Where is Mario? 6 to 10. We luckily, we did not have very many engagement or fans watching our show back when we did our first show. I'm kind of
Yeah.
scared to do it this year, particularly how our TikTok has blown up and how our
Yeah.
YouTube shorts are going. I'm really scared to do it. And I'm glad it wasn't. We didn't have much of this because we didn't put Mario in our top 25, and we thought we were going to get a lot of hate, but we didn't because not many people watched other than our wives. But yeah, I think Mario is going to be back in my top 15.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. But just back to the Cignetti thing. Right now, I mean, I just think he sits with what he's done at Indiana, and it's like I've said before. Um, it wasn't like it isn't like he's just having a lucky year. He did this last year, and we were like, oh, I kind of thought that was his lucky year.
Mm-hmm.
They lose a lot of guys. He goes in the portal, refills up, and puts together a better team than he had last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I don't want to talk about this because this is strictly hypothetical, and I'm going to get tired of hearing it, and we're all going to get tired of hearing it over the next probably, I don't know, however long he stays as good as he is and his name stays as hot. But is he going to stay at Indiana?
For people that didn't get that, for some reason, you lost service there for a minute, but I heard you. You're back now.
Yeah, something happened. Okay.
Yeah, but for people that didn't hear that, he asked.
I was just,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm just saying, is he going to stay at Indiana? Because his name's going to come up in every job opening from now until the end of time.
Oh, I've already gotten it. Bama fan. I don't know if you've realized, Bama fans are now they're wanting to bring Sig home, even though he's from Pennsylvania. Yeah, I mean they want to bring him home, and
I'm aware.
I don't think he's leaving because I think I mean he's already. God Almighty, he's like 80 years old. I'm joking, but I mean
He's not that old, but
I mean 64, right?
I mean, I feel like his pride.
Yeah,
he wants to win at Indiana.
Yeah,
I don't think he cares about.
Yeah,
I don't think he cares about going to an Alabama and winning a national championship.
Yeah, and I agree with him. Why does he need to leave? He's winning. I mean, he's fixing to win the national championship, in my opinion. And also, literally, did I don't think people realize this. So he signs that extension, right? If he wins the national championship, he's due for another raise because in the contract it states if you win a national championship, your pay goes up.
Yeah,
I don't think Indiana imagined that was going to happen this year. But yeah, look, I mean. And I kind of agree with this, man. Winning at Indiana is different than winning at Alabama. I think as me, myself, like if I'm winning at Indiana, dude, he's gonna go down. He may go down like Nick Saban, the greatest coach of all time.
Did you know that Indiana, up until year before last, was the most losing football team in the FCS?
Yes, that's what I've been trying. Like, Oh my god, dude, it has wrecked my brain, and like I think it's wrecked college football fans' brains even more because I was saying in the playoffs when people were coming at me in TikTok, like most of the comments that I'm getting now on TikTok is, "Wow, I mean Indiana really is good." Yeah, they have been all year, and I've been trying to tell y'all that. And like I'm
Yeah.
just now getting comments on TikTok where people are going, "Damn." We've got people on Twitter with a massive following. This doofus on Twitter as a Florida beat writer or a Florida writer making this long 10-page thread of an elaborate thread that he's made where he's convinced Indiana. That's how good they are. Like that, they're
Yeah.
stealing plays and stuff. Like that's how good
Jesus.
they are. And Indiana has completely everything we've believed about college football and how you win. I mean, it's wrecked my brain. It's wrecked my brain because everything we've ever believed in is now thrown out of the window with Curt Cignetti. And I agree with Jamal. He said this on his show. Y'all should check it out. I think it's every Wednesday. Jamal, correct me if I'm wrong, but every Wednesday he had a show. I think it was after the Oregon. No, it was after. Yeah, it was after the Oregon game because he had a Kentucky guy on, and he said it pretty bluntly. He says Sig is going to fuck this up for other coaches because I guarantee you, there's an Arkansas fan sitting right now in Fayetteville going, why the hell can't we do that? And
Absolutely.
there's a fan, UCLA fans that I would say that's probably the second worst program. I don't know, but like they've been bad for forever. I bet UCLA fans are sitting in LA going, why not us? Like, why
Yeah.
can't we? Now, I don't know. Maybe
No.
that proves, maybe Cignetti is proving if you hire that kind of dude, you can do it. Or is Cignetti just one of one?
Yeah. No, I agree. I'll comment on what Jamal said, just as the resident Bama fan. Um, I'm with you, man. Bama fans have got to get they've got to get their mind right around what normal football looks like. We went what I don't know what the final win total was, 11 and let's call it 11-3, 10-3 this season. Um, went to the quarterfinals of the playoffs, made it to the SEC championship. That's a good season.
Very good.
That's a good season. Um, and you've heard nothing now. The stuff that's happening in the portal, it's changed my mind a little bit. But you
Different
know,
conversation.
different conversation. And look, as long as it turns into wins on the field next season, I don't care
Yeah.
what the portal looks like. But uh, you shouldn't be in the quarter. Anybody in the playoffs, your coach shouldn't be on a hot seat. And I'm not saying DeBoer is with Alabama, but with the fan base, he's
Yeah.
on fire.
I've
And
said it
and, and that
multiple
and
times.
that's not fair.
No, I've said it multiple times. I'm not going to rehash this same thing that I've talked about, but Nick Saban's done a lot of good things for college football. I also think he's done some of the worst crap for college football fans, and it's unfortunate. It's also I don't think that's the only thing that's attributed to this. I also think like the playoff era, we're now a playoff sport. We're not. I
Hmm.
remember 2007 when UGA went to the Sugar Bowl, and we were absolutely thrilled to be
Yeah,
at the
you're
Sugar.
buying T-shirts.
Yeah,
There
I
was
bought a t-shirt.
T-shirts.
I remember. I bought a t-shirt.
I remember the shirt. You can't spell sugar without
Yeah,
UGA. I
I
remember the
had
shirt
that.
like
Oh,
it
I
was
had that.
yesterday.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had that shirt. Boy, if you were wearing a Sugar Bowl shirt right now, you will be laughed at. Like
absolutely.
a successful season now, in most fans' eyes, or it's national championship or bust, and that's so stupid. It's dumb. I'm always going to fight against it. I'm going to push against it. I'm not going to call you dumb, but I'm going to say your thinking is dumb. It's
Yeah,
just stupid.
and the playoffs may change that. I don't know
Yeah.
how long it'll take, but I said a couple weeks ago that with the playoffs, you're not when you're playing that many games in a row, to even if it's just two or three. I mean, look at the NFL. I mean, outside of the Patriots and the Chiefs,
Mm-hmm.
very rarely does the same team win the Super Bowl year in and year out.
You have
And
dynasties every couple of
e-
like,
every now and then,
decade or
right?
so.
That,
Yeah.
that they pop in every now and then. I'm not saying that.
No, 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 no. But
Um,
it's rare. It's very rare.
but right, you're trying to get the Cowboys a plug, but that was like in the '90s, man. That's gone.
Go
Um,
Cowboys.
but anyhow,